Game Freak. Leaves. Mountains. A guy on a bike. It's Pokémon. Oh man. This is gonna be interesting. What are these things? Who knows? Hey there! Ultizeta here, and welcome to a new Let's Play of Pokémon Emerald version for the Game Boy Advance. Man, this is gonna be an interesting one. That is for sure. Now, I have weird feelings towards Gen 3. They're positive feelings, don't get me wrong, but they're weird. And I'll get into that in a bit, but for now I also just want to say, number one, sorry about the fan in the background if you can hear it. I've realized that it is more audible than I expected it would be in the past, so yeah. I need it to be able to breathe and stay alive in this room, so yeah. Also, like most other things that have been going out lately, this has been recorded distinctly in advance. I'm expecting this to come out in, like, December-ish, but here I am, start of June, so, like, I'm just in a Pokemon mood thanks to some of the Sword and Shield stuff and, like, other things that have been going on. And finishing Pokemon Crystal, so it's just like, I figure why squander that mood? If I'm in the mood, then I'm going to be doing that. Anyways, this is a cartridge I bought off of eBay about a year ago. So that's why there's some guy named Malachi, because I just finished editing Gauntlet a few days ago, and I just realized this run has been blessed. This game has been blessed. Wow. Of all the names. Okay. Okay. Anyways. I never owned Pokemon Emerald before. I've never played it before. So, this is gonna be fascinating. But what's interesting to me is Gen 3 is a really weird generation for me, and I'm mostly gonna be talking over this intro dialogue for the time being, so you can read it on your own. It's the same old intro dialogue, whatnot. Gen 3 is interesting because it's simultaneously the generation I would say I was really, really into Pokemon and have some of the most nostalgia for. But also, it's the generation I didn't play, like, at all. Like, almost all my nostalgia for Gen 3 comes from Pokemon Fire Red, and the anime, and Pokemon cards, and spin-off games like Mystery Dungeon Red Rescue Team. And stuff like that. So it's just like, this to me was more where I was like into the culture of Pokemon, I guess, more than the game itself. Like I think I got maybe one gym into Pokemon Ruby back in the day. Whereas I don't know, it's just I don't have much experience with Hoenn itself, but I really love the Pokemon in this generation. I really love everything that this generation has. Like, it's just, like I've said in previous Let's Plays, like, Gen 3 is like my baseline for like Pokemon as far as mechanics are concerned. because I played the crap out of Fire Red. That was my childhood, that was my jam. And this is the closest I'm going to be able to get to that in a Let's Play. I don't even own Fire Red anymore. It's missing. I don't know where it went. My sister took it to play it when I was up at college, and it has been mysteriously gone ever since. She doesn't know where it went. I don't know where it went. Who knows where it went? It's probably like 40 bucks to buy a new copy of it, and that's assuming it's authentic. The Game Boy Advance Pokemon games are really hard to buy authentic, because there's a bajillion fake versions out there. It took me forever and like 2 different tries to get this game on eBay. Because the first time I got it, the game cartridge didn't fit in the Game Boy Player or Game Boy Advance slots. It was bent. It didn't fit. So I had to send it back and get a new one. And then they didn't give me a new one, but I did get a refund. So I just bought a different one from a different site. And it was just... This whole mess is fascinating, really. But yeah, like, Gen 3 is just, it's gonna be fun for me, and I've really been looking forward to playing this game. I've just really been looking forward to it. Now, one thing I'm not quite sure about, I'll have to have figured it out by the time that this is going out, but for right now, I have absolutely no idea what the layout for this is going to look like on the video, because other Pokemon games, both before this and coming after this, are going to be really easy to come up with a layout for. Because I want to have things like on the left and right, and, you know, like, showcase, like, the Pokemon that I have in my team, because that's kind of been a thing with me, and I enjoy doing that, and I feel like it adds a little bit to the experience and personalization to it. And, like, Gen 1 and 2 were really easy because they were 4x3-ish. Approximately. I don't know the exact dimensions, but they're like that, so there was room on the sidebars. And every game after this, generations 4 through 7, up until 8, are all on handhelds with 2 screens, meaning I'm going to have to showcase 2 screens, meaning that no matter what, there's going to be white space in the layouts that will be able to fit in new things for it. But this, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'll have to figure it out. I'm sure whatever I come up with will be good enough. But, yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Anyways, we're setting the clock. Better set it and start it. What time is it? It's 5 p.m. Probably the wrong direction, but whatever. I've already started. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Close enough. How do you like your new room? Good, everything's put away neatly. They finished moving everything in downstairs too. Pokemon movers are so convenient. You should make sure everything's all there on your desk. Hey look, it's a GameCube that I'm playing this on. Because I am playing it on the Game Boy player to record it. Alright, so let's check the options, make sure text is moving fast. It is. Okay. What frame do I want? Classic frame. I am not really sure. I kind of like this one. It's nice and simple. Alright. So then, we have started our adventure. Ulti, come quickly. Look, it's Petalburg Gym. Maybe Dad will be on. We brought you this report from in front of Petalburg Gym. Oh, it's over. I think Dad was on, but we missed him. Too bad. Oh yes, one of Dad's friends lives in town. Professor Birch is his name. He lives right next door, so you should go and introduce yourself. I will do such that thing. Professor Birch? The professor's away on field work. Or go, he isn't here. To study things in a natural environment. He isn't one for doing desk work. He's the type of person who would rather go outside and experience things and read about them. So he's not here in his lab. Now maybe we should actually go next door. Now I should also say, I have experienced Hoenn, sort of. Shoutouts to Ellipses. I've experienced Hoenn via the remake, Omega Ruby, specifically. From what I've heard, not the most faithful recreation. Gen 6 is kind of a mixed bag anyway, so it's like... It's just kind of, you know, I'm not the biggest fan of Gen 6. So, and just like the hand-holding this and like the legendary stuff, and like apparently they changed a bajillion different things, including like several of the towns, and like, I don't know, it's not the same thing, is basically what I'm experiencing. If nothing else, there's also the idea of, I've played the other remakes in the original games now. I know exactly how different something like Heart Gold and Soul Silver are from the original game. Now that I played Crystal, like, I know how different it is. So I know not to judge this based on that. Hello, you over there, please help. In my bag, there's a Pokeball. Sure thing, I'll save you from a Zigzagoon. And I know exactly what I'm getting. Gen 3 is an interesting game, and like, I also think it's the Pokemon generation with the best starters. So this was a really, really hard decision for me to make, to decide to go with Trico, but I feel like I had to, like, plus I've already gone with a Fire-type starter and a Water-type starter, but I don't know, I was really tempted to go with a Torchic, and I've never given Mudkip enough credit, but I had to go with Trico. He's me! He's my thing! He's awesome and I love him, and so let's actually start fighting now. Beyond the changes and stuff to everything, graphically, it's still basically the same Pokemon game as before. Everything is still Pokemon. I'm surprised that didn't kill. Alright, he's growling me, that's why. Gee, what a threatening Zigzagoon. All bark and no bite. We did it. Professor Birch says, "Whew, I was in the tall grass studying wild Pokemon when I was jumped. You saved me. Thanks a lot." Oh? Hi, you're Ulti. This is not the place to chat, so come by my Pokemon lab later, okay? Now it's later! So, Ulti, I've heard so much about you from your father. I heard that you don't have your own Pokemon yet. But the way you battled earlier, you pulled it off with aplomb. I guess you have your father's blood in your veins after all. Oh yes, as thanks for rescuing me, I'd like you to have the Pokemon you used earlier. Ulti, receive the Trico. While you're at it, why not give a nickname to that Trico? Yes, I will. What? Like, a minute ago, I was just reminded... I think it was Chugga Conroy who made the joke of that line where you pulled it off with aplomb, and he was like, I'm gonna nickname my Pokemon Aplomb because of that. Like, I think it was Chugga who did that. This was back when I actually did still watch Chugga Conroy. And then eventually I stopped. I know I didn't watch him past Platinum when he did that stuff. I think the last Let's Play of his that I watched was Xenoblade. But I'm not here to talk about other Let's Players. Anyways, I know what I'm naming him. I'm naming him after the Trico that I had in my Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon playthrough. Just so that I can have an actual Pokemon named this, that I can bring otherwise. Plus I have, way back in Pokemon Blue, I had Hylas, and so he's gotta have a partner eventually. So here we go. Chalo the Trico. That is a Y, right? Yeah, that's a Y. It was looking kind of weird with the underline underneath it, and I don't know, paranoid? That's the word. I get paranoid quite often about everything. Alright, so if you work at Pokemon and gain experience, I think you'll make an extremely good trainer. My kid Brendan is also studying Pokemon while helping me out. Ulti, don't you think it might be a good idea to go see Brendan? Sure. Great, Brendan should be happy too. Get Brendan to teach you what it means to be a trainer. Okay. I can do that. I was about to say something. Well, I can say something else. I love the music in this game. Something about that old GBA sound font is just absolutely perfect to me. I don't know, like, I recognize that it's not the most greatest sound font ever, but, like, I don't know, I still just really freaking love this game's soundtrack and sound font and just how it all meshes together. It just feels so very iconic to me, and so very, I don't know, I really like it. I've always been a fan. I don't know why. Like, I know one person who's watching this who absolutely despises the sound font in this game. Shoutouts to you. I know who you are. You know who you are. Maybe there's more than one of you. I don't know. Do we want to fight him immediately? I don't know, but I'm gonna save anyway. Alright, Malachi. You blessed my game. I thank you, but I also have to take your lunch money. And since you don't, I can't do that directly. This is the best I got. Ulti saved the game. Hello. Okay, so it's this one and that one that live on Route 103. Hey, it's Ulti. Oh yeah, Dad gave you a Pokémon. Since we're here, how about a little battle? I'll teach you what being a trainer's all about. I don't know if this is a mistake or not. I don't know what level his Pokemon's at. It's at level 5. Okay. So now we at least get to see Torchic. So, really, we know Brendan is actually just Tor in disguise. Because of course he's using a Torchic. Now, oh, that is one thing I did want to actually discuss. Like, the disappointment in that you don't get to name your rival in this game, I feel like that's kind of a shame. I wish you could. But, oh well. We win! Take that, Tor. I got a 69 from you. Yeah. And now I have a grass type move. Neato. Wow, I grew to level 7. That was a lot. I defeated Trainer Brendan. Huh, Ulti, you're not too shabby. Thank you. I try my best. I like to dress nice. I think I get it. I think I know why my dad has his eye out for you now. Look, your Pokemon already likes you, even though you just got it. Ulti, I get the feeling that you could befriend any Pokemon with ease. We should head back to the lab. Okay. I'll walk really, really slowly. I'm heading back to my dad's lab now. Ulti, you should hustle back too. What do you think I'm doing? You're just interrupting me. You're making things slower on me. You can really kind of see how, like, inspired by Gen 1 this game is. Because, like, this whole area actually is very reminiscent of Gen 1's, like, Palette to Viridian to Pewter scenario. In a sense. Although it's a little bit shorter, truncated. Oh, hi, Ulti. I heard you beat Brendan on your first try. That's excellent. Brendan's been helping with my research for a long time. Brendan has an extensive history as a trainer already. Here, Ulti, I ordered this for my research, but I think you should have this Pokédex instead of my son. This Pokédex is a high-tech tool that automatically makes a record of any Pokemon you meet or catch. My kid Brendan goes everywhere with it. Whenever my kid catches a rare Pokemon and records its data in the Pokédex, why, Brendan looks for me while I'm out doing fieldwork and shows me. So you got a Pokédex too. Well then here, I'll give you these. Now we have Pokéballs. Ulti put the Pokéballs in the Pokéballs pocket. You know, it's more fun to have a whole bunch of Pokemon. I know that feeling. I've had a whole bunch of Pokemon. I'm going to explore all over the place to find different Pokemon. If I find any cool Pokemon, you bet I'll try to get them with Pokeballs. Cool. Thanks. Hello, Mom. Wait, Ulti. Ulti, did you introduce yourself to Professor Birch? Oh, what an adorable Pokemon. You got it from Professor Birch. How nice. You're your father's child. Running shoes. Ulti switch shoes with the running shoes. Running shoes. Running shoes. Ellipses. Pokemon. Sometimes I do stupid things and just roll with them. I hope you guys can appreciate that. Also, I should do a thing, because there is one important thing that I just remembered that happens in this game. Specifically, introduced in Gen 3 as a whole, after Gen 2. And that is, Pokemon have things now. They have abilities which will affect things. There's different abilities for every single Pokemon. Some are like, will automatically lower attacks, some will do this, like it increases the strength of grass-type moves when he's low on damage, others will create weather effects, etc, etc, etc. There's something for every Pokemon, and so, yeah, it's called an ability. And more importantly, for my purposes, is seeing the nature. Natures were added into this game, and they kind of messed a lot of things up for competitive play, I think, but, it'll be nice to know his personality for when I'm drawing art of him. He's a careful Pokemon. Good to know. Alright. Can I, like, get a heal from here? Because I'm low on health, and I don't really want to walk on grass yet. Can you heal me? Okay, good. You are a Pokemon Center still. Thank you, Mom. Alright. Also, we can run now, by holding the B button. I feel like they made, like, walking slower in this game, just to accommodate for the fact that there's a run button. Anyways, where am I going? Do I get a map in this game? I don't have one. I never got one in Crystal. I feel like I should... I'm gonna just... Town map Pokemon Gen 3. Okay, so it's a different thing. Okay, so I don't get it for a while. Okay. That was just good, very good to know, very important to know, very helpful to know. I very much wanted to know that. Alright, sorry about that. Alright, so I guess I can go this way. I should check what's around here and what I'm looking for. This route 102? 103. Okay. Here's 102. Okay. So apparently there's things in this route that, according to what I wrote down, there are Pokemon that I might be interested in here. So, that's a thing. I don't know, I wrote this down a while ago. Just because I was like... the one important thing for me for this game is, like, making sure I can still transfer Pokemon, which is gonna happen way near the end. Like, I still want to transfer Pokemon like in previous games, and that is why I'm playing it on a legit copy and not just like an emulated thing or whatever. But because of how they had to do, like, transfers between Gen 3 and Gen 4, there's limitations to it, so I was a bit stricter in, like, planning this Let's Play. So there's gonna be less, oh, it's a Pokemon that I like, I might as well get it. There's gonna be a little bit less of that, maybe. Ultimately, the end goal is that the amount of Pokemon that I get, ideally, is going to be divisible by 6. So if I get 7, then you can see me getting, like, 5 random extras that I'm interested in. But if I don't get 7, then I'm not going to get 7. You know? Like, unless I have to, like, I'm not going to go out of my way. That kind of thing. That's kind of like the expectation here. Okay? That's the expectation you can expect. So expect it. You can tell that my mind is, like, coming up with all sorts of great words to explain things to you guys with. But yeah, that's all I'm saying, that I did a little bit more extra careful planning to decide, like, what I might want my primary team to be this time. Previously, I've always had ideas, but never, like, explicitly wrote it down. But I also did that and also wrote down, according to Bulbapedia, where I could find them easily. So, yeah. Shayla Girdle, level 8. Yay! So, I guess I'll just keep searching to see if I can find a thing. I'm not finding a thing. All I'm finding are Wurmples. I like Wurmple. He can evolve into do different things. But I used a lot of bug Pokemon in the past. I don't have... And, like, the new bugs in this game, Dustox and Beautifly is the other one. I want to say Masquerain, but that's a different line entirely. Dustox and Beautifly aren't my favorite bugs. Like, they're okay, they're fine. They're not bad Pokemon. I've never used them, but they're not bad by any means. It's just that, like, to me, it's like, I could have something that I'm a little bit more interested in, I suppose. So I'm not really actively seeking that. I think what I'm actually going to do is fight this trainer, who's obviously a trainer, and then I'm going to end the episode. And see if I can find the other guy, the guy that I'm looking for, in between episodes. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Youngster Calvin. And he has a Poochyena named Hobbs. Let's punch it. Let's see if the Absorb is any better. Yeah, it looks a little bit better, at least for this Poochyena. I'm not, like, the most familiar with Grass-type moves. Honestly, like, Grass is, like, possibly, like, the type that I've used the least. Or at least sort of the least. The only Grass type I can even remember using... I can think of 2 Grass types... Okay, 3 if I include Demise, but I didn't stick with him for the entire thing. I used a Trico in Omega Ruby, and I had a Sawsbuck in my Black personal playthrough. But I can't remember anyone else who was Grass-type. Oh wait, Decidueye. That's 3. I had Decidueye in my Moon playthrough. I'm naming a whole bunch of playthroughs that weren't recorded, so hopefully you watched my Blue Let's Play where I explain all this in greater detail. Anyways, it's been about... I've been recording for 30 minutes. I doubt it's been exactly 30 minutes, but if it has, well, it's the first episode, and it's a bit slow anyway, so getting more stuff out of the way is good. So, either way, next time on Let's Play Pokémon Emerald version. Things! I'm excited to explore Hoenn. I hope you guys are excited too.